This is Mystique. It's starting. This is Mystique's litter at 3 weeks. This is Holly. She is just a tiny bit smaller than the other kittens. Now, while she may be considered per se the runt, the difference between a runt and Delta is that runts tend to grow a little bit more slowly than the other kittens, but Delta's not growing at all. So she's just not growing. So there's a big difference. You can see that she's a lot bigger than Delta. You can see all that glitter too. She's quite beautiful. You can see the spots are breaking up in the back, like they should. So she's coming along very nicely. So Holly's got an interesting pattern. She has these spots here that are breaking up a little bit, and she's got a few big spots down here with a whole bunch on her legs. So she's coming out very nicely. Her rosettes are not as noticeable right now as Sahara's kittens. We'll take a look at the other litter in a little bit. So here the rosettes are forming a little bit more. You can see the brown in there. It definitely looks like Holly's going to have some more arrowhead rosettes like her mother Mystique. I can tell because if you see the black is forming what looks like a C, then that's usually an indication of an arrowhead. If you see the black forming a circle, then that's a donut. So you want to look for the brown and the black and see how they're forming. So again, these kittens are only 3 weeks old, so they still have some more time to develop, but so far this one looks like it's developing more arrowheads. So this is the kitten, this is her brown face. Now I've been taught a trick by a lot of other breeders. They said if you want to know how dark the rosettes are going to look, you look at the face. And that's how dark the rosettes will get. So that's Holly. The next one up is Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock is one of our bigger, heftier kittens. You can still see a lot of the glitter going on with her. Her face is a little bit darker. Her ears you can see is like a darker chocolate. And I'm going to show you her sides. So her sides, she has, it looks like a donut rosette a little bit right there. That one looks like an arrowhead. Now Mystique, a lot of times when she produces kittens, she'll produce them with maybe a few donut rosettes here and there, but then she throws in arrowheads, which is not uncommon. She herself has a lot of arrowheads, rosettes. So you can see the lightening up in the center there. So it looks like some donuts here with some lines there. It's okay. It's okay. They're not used to being spread out like this. They're used to being cuddled in a ball. So you can see here, you got some, it looks like this is going to be an arrowhead. Because again, you can see the black is forming what looks like a C. This one may be a donut. You can see some more spots in the back. And she's breaking up nicely. I can see spots along the back. You take a look at them from behind if you want to see if they're breaking up. So that's Sandra Bullock. Next one up is going to be another brown. We'll go with Kate Winslet. Here's Kate Winslet. She's going to be a lighter brown. That's for sure. If you look at her face, she's got a lighter brown face. Looks more reddish too. Light brown, reddish color. So if you like light brown red, kind of like cinnamon, this is the girl for you. Her spots don't look like they're breaking up yet. So she may in fact keep those stripes on her back, which will lower her quality somewhat. But on her side, she looks like she's got plentiful, smaller sized rosettes. So not big rosettes, but smaller, but more of them. And again, I see a lot of arrowheads. Arrowhead there. If you look at this side, you can definitely see the glitter in there. You can see a lot of the spots right here. This looks like it's more stripy right there, but it might develop more. So again, her rosettes are not forming yet. The rosettes usually are very visible by 4 weeks. Again, these kittens are 3 weeks old, so to have rosette formation right now is a little bit early. Okay, so now we'll concentrate on the... No, they're not yours. So we'll concentrate on the 2 silvers, and then we'll go to the male. So this is the one that was born light brown, who turns silver. This is Nicole Kidman. Nicole may still have a scotch of brown on her, but it definitely is going away. If you look at her face, you can definitely see the white in her face. But if you look at her sides, you can see this is an interesting. It looks like a question mark.
Dazzle.
Spice. Spice.
Oh, sorry, Spice.
It's, if you look here, she's got like a question mark on her side, right there, like a little C followed by a line. And she looks like she's got a rib bar right there.
And a dot.
And she's got some spots all over. She's got spot. Some spots there. So she isn't a hosh-posh menagerie of all kinds of different stuff. This looks like it's not breaking up. This one's definitely breaking up. So that might be on the way to breaking up. Again, same side. I mean, a lot of times there's symmetry, so it definitely looks like she's got a little question mark going on right there. But a lot of cats do, in fact, have symmetry on both sides of their body. You know, the type of spots you see on one side a lot of times show up on the other. So you can see all the different spots here. You can see the glitter in the light more. So let's show your belly. Yes. How dare you? How dare you? How cute is that? Okay. Let's go on to the other silver, Reese Witherspoon. Reese Witherspoon's quite gorgeous. I still see a little bit of brown on her back, which definitely can go away. She could also turn darker, but if you look at her face, you see a lot of white in her face. I also see a little bit of brown. So she just might be a light brown, or in fact, she might just turn silver. If you look at her spots, she's got lots of smaller spots. I do believe that's going to break up more right there. And this here too looks like it's going to be 3 spots. So she's got some striping, but because of the fact that you can see the striping looks like spots put together, when you see that, a lot of times it means it's going to break up. So if you go to this, you can see how the spots are breaking up down the back. And if you go to the side, you can see. She definitely has an interesting curve line going on right there. And she looks like she might have a rosette right behind her arm too. There's definitely some interesting patterns going on there. And this looks like it's going to be a paw print right there. Because I see 3 black dots all centered around a rosette. So whenever you see like 3 black dots around a rosette, that's usually paw print. Okay, so last but not least, here's the boy. Drum roll, please. The boy is what everybody wants to know about because we didn't produce a lot of boys. And Russell, is a big boy, and he's really brown. I mean, he's like the darkest brown of the whole group. I can picture him right away. If you look at how chocolate brown that face is, and how deep brown those ears are, you know this is going to be a dark brown boy. So, he's already breaking up in the back, which beautifully, might I add. You can see the separate spots and everything, so he's breaking up really beautifully. Along the sides, it looks like he's got some C's back here, but he's got beautiful spots there, and it looks like these are going to be more arrowheads, these 2 right there. And again, that looks like more of an arrowhead. So he's going to have a lot more arrowheads, just like his mom. On this side, he actually looks like that might be a donut. It looks like that may be a donut, maybe an arrowhead. This arrowhead, these are spots. This looks like it's going to be a donut right there. And again, you got that C going on. So you have that symmetry. This also may break up into 2 rosettes as well, but it might just stay a C. But you can definitely see the spots up here. So he definitely looks like he's got plenty of spots galore. And you can still see some of the glitter in the back, all the way from the head down. Now, glitter is actually caused because of the fact that the hair follicle at the very top is almost like fiber. What do you call it?
Fiber optics.
Fiber optics. And what happens is the light goes in through and it shines off. And it creates a glitter look. It's a sign of high quality. So all my queens and studs have glitter to varying degrees. And a lot of the kittens are born with glitter. And you can see this guy's chocolate face right there. Really beautiful. See the spots on him. So okay, say bye, Russell.
Bye-bye, Russell.
Until next week.